Welcome to the Gals Guide podcast. Join us on an adventure to get to know famous and infamous women from around the world. Each of our presenters has a pick. Is she ancient history? Is she breaking news? Is she safe for work? Well, that's up to each presenter. All we know is that...
Fasten your seatbelts. It's going to be a bumpy night.
Welcome back. I'm Katie, and I'm joined by Leah, Bonnie, and Debbie. We are spending a year focused on personal and collective well-being by learning from women of history. This month's theme is financial health and security. Bonnie already told us about Leah Dexter McCormick and her generosity. Leah already told us about Maggie Lena Walker and her amazing deeds. We had Debbie telling us about Barbara Hackman Franklin and all she did getting women into government and really opening up all kinds of professions, I would say. And before I share my pick for this month, I want to ask a question about well-being. I think part for me of well-being with money, and I can't always do it very often or even very generously, but a big thing for me is being able to donate either to charities or nonprofits. And my question is, do you think it's important to donate some of your money to these places? And if you do, what are your favorite places to donate to?
I like it. Mine's going to seem real silly, aren't they?
It's important to donate when you can. Definitely. Everyone goes through phases of your life where you absolutely cannot.
Yeah.
Right. Absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
Gosh, I'm more of, I usually don't have money, so I usually volunteer, which is worth its weight in gold.
Yes, right?
Right.
Yeah. So that's also important, where if you can't give your money to the causes that you really want to support, giving your time is also super awesome. But yeah, I've donated to Cashman, and then NPR a little bit, not as much as we're gonna eventually do the like $15 or $20 a month, whatever thing, and I forget what they keep calling it on like their semi-annual fundraisers.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I forget what you call it, like a moocher or something. You're just listening. You're listening to public radio that everyone else is paying for. I forget what they call it. But we got the new license plate. The Indiana license plates are dumb and stupid.
Yeah,
it's like, I don't know if it's like a covered bridge or something, or it's just like
I think it also says "God Bless America" on it, doesn't it?
Not all of them, but a lot of the default plates do. You can select not to.
Blackout one. So I was like, screw that.
That one's extra money.
Yeah,
it's boring. I was like, I'm going to pay the extra $15 and get the WFYI license plate.
There you go.
There you go.
And they're like, do you want us to pass on your information to the charity you're donating to? I'm like, no, they're going to send me so much stuff. They will
contact you.
It'll it'll be more than my $15 worth. No, that's okay.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We have the Minnesota National Habitat that has a pink orchid lady slipper on it. So it's very pretty, and it helps the DNRs and the parks around here. So it's a nice way to help out, and it's just a little bit that's going to that charity, but you also get to show off and kind of advertise for that charity too. So the license plate program is a nice way to do it. So
I was surprised it was only like $15, because I remember getting my license for the first time and going through that, and my parents being like, no, it costs much money. Like, go into the B&B with them, and there's that wall of the license. They're like, no, it costs a fortune to get one of those. It's $15.
Right. Yeah,
that's like nothing.
It's like, okay.
Yeah.
It's a nice little donation. Yeah. I think it's important to support the things that you want to have in existence. So whether it's, a capitalistic business where, you know what I mean? I buy that coffee at that place so that coffee place stays open, or whether it's donating to that organization that is really living and dying by having what I call the green energy, the money energy to be able to do the things that you enjoy doing. And, money for anything, whether it's commercial or charity, charity or nonprofit, it makes you feel like people believe in you. It's one way of showing I vote for this because I believe in this existence and I want it to keep going. So I think it's important for when you can, and who who you want to support for that. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh.
What do you think, Debbie?
Well, for me, I have 2 monthly donations. One is like 99 cents a month, for an app.
It adds up. It
Yeah.
nicely adds up. Yeah, it's $12 a year.
Yeah.
Done.
And
Easy.
yeah. And I'm a Gals Guide patron, have been for quite a few years.
Yes.
And that was non-negotiable.
Thank you.
But I also, when I have money, which hasn't been lately, thank you, Iran war, Iraq war, whichever.
Gas money, grocery money.
Yeah.
Certain idiot in office. Yeah.
Tariffs.
Yeah.
But I like doing like projects.
Yeah.
Like if somebody's doing something, if they've got something going on, and like starting a GoFundMe. A friend of mine got cancer and started a GoFundMe, and so I donated.
Yeah.
And for different things. So if it's
kind of project based where you can
and
do
it's
a little
usually
bit to
somebody
go a
I
long
know.
way.
Yeah, it's usually somebody I know because I've seen scams show up.
Yeah.
Like I saw a GoFundMe for a friend's granddaughter, and then the grandmother got online and said, her mom is scamming you all. Please do not donate to this GoFundMe.
Aww.
So you have to be careful in that. But
yeah, that's fair.
But I like being able to, when I lived in Chicago, I carried bus tokens, CTA tokens, because people would come and say, "I need money for the bus." Well, maybe they did, maybe they didn't. But I would give them a token.
Yeah.
And it's like
that could make somebody's
like $1 and a quarter.
day. Yeah,
right.
But
if that's legit what they needed, then they could use it. And if it wasn't what they needed, well, then they probably turn around and sold it. But I don't care.
It's good karma for
nice
you.
to be able to do that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Remember when we used to like pay in cash for things, and then you have that uncomfortable amount of change that they hand you? I got into a habit of I just hated the change, and I didn't want to put it anywhere, or I didn't have a pocket, or it didn't, you know what I mean? Because women never have pockets. I got very used to going straight to whatever donation bin that they had. They gave me the change. I put all the change in there. And my dad saw me do that, and he's like, why would you just donate your change? I'm like, do you really want the change? Do you really want it in your pocket? You really going to do anything with that change? Maybe go to the bank in 10 years with all your coins? Just, you're almost doing yourself a favor and donating to whatever is in that little jar.
You don't have to deal with the weird, like, awkward anxiety where you feel like everyone's waiting on you to put your change away.
Right, you just...
Yeah.
But we don't pay in cash anymore. So like, oh, okay.
Yeah. Although you can round up.
Yes, I do that. Yeah. Would you like to round up to donate to? And I'm like, yep, let's just do that. Unless it's like, $3.01. Hold up. Maybe next time.
But I've seen people, your total comes to, like $7.96. Would you like to round up to the next dollar? No. Dude, it's 4
round
cents.
up. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, because all of that helps.
We usually do not, because when it's, like the drive-through, you're giving them that money. They're getting the like tax break from like your donation, whatever. If it's Girl Scouts or whatever sitting in front of a Walmart, great. Taco Bell does not need my 4 cents. If they want to donate to the Riley Children's Hospital, they can do that on their own.
Right.
Yeah.
That is fair. Katie, what about you?
I have quite a few places I like to donate, and sometimes we'll switch it up, but I'm like Debbie too, of like keeping it local or places I know, sometimes more broad than that too. Of course, Gal's Guide is always a go-to for me.
Thank you.
Supporting people in my life. Recently, I donated to Girls Inc. because my good friend from high school, Christian, is a director at the one in Madison where I grew up. I'm really lucky that every Christmas my mom puts together some really sweet weeks before Christmas gifts for our family. And in one of them, she'll always have money for us to decide where we want to donate it to.
Yeah.
And then if I'm able to that year, or based on the year, if I'm able to, I'll try to match what she gives me. And we'll decide different places for it to go. Like one year it was a shelter in Anderson that somebody I work with helps run and volunteer at for, cats and dogs, an animal shelter.
Nice.
And this past year, I was able to donate it to our school in Kokomo because I know a lot of their families have a need for food up there. So some of the employees that work at that school went shopping with the money and got a bunch of food that they sent home with the kids, the families who needed it. So like just where I'm able to have the opportunity and see the need. So, I like to be able to do that. I know as life gets so expensive, it's hard to have that spare money to be able to donate. One thing I'm really excited about that I'm hearing more and more about is the idea of mutual aid. Have you guys been hearing about mutual aid?
No.
Not recently. The
idea with mutual aid, and I think there's more opportunities maybe being started up in bigger cities. There is one here in Noblesville, and it's called Food Not Bombs.
Okay. Yeah.
And it's a group that meets, and they meet up to share food stuff. And I think they're trying to expand and do other things too. I'm not involved with them. And I'm in bigger cities. I don't know any particular names, but I know there's lots of different organizations. And if you look at social media, there'll probably be talk of it and other type things. But the idea is that you might be donating something you have that maybe you have extra of or you don't need, but you're also taking something somebody else has. Or maybe you have a skill you can contribute, but also somebody else in the group maybe has a skill that you're in need of.
Kind of
so
like
the idea is you're building a community and you're helping each other.
I love that.
So it's not a charity. Nobody's going there to receive charity or give charity. You're going there to like meet each other, support each other in a community. So I think that's also a really cool thing.
I always want the barter system to come back.
Right. And I think that ties in really, really cool with the idea of financial health that we're discussing this month for, everybody that listens to this podcast. If there's anybody that needs to kind of look up and Google the idea of financial aid and then look into what might be available in their communities.
Or create something.
Create it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Or even get inspired to like get to know their neighbors a little better and like what they do and what talents they have and talk about the talents you have. So, hey, maybe you don't need to hire somebody to come help you with a project at home because maybe your neighbor has that tool or that skill and you could like trade kind of thing.
Exactly.
Because it's important. So, but I did ask this question for a purpose.
Because it ties in?
It is going to tie in with my lady.
Sweet.
Yes. The woman I'm going to introduce you guys to, she is a businesswoman. She's an entrepreneur. She is a miner looking for gold. In the wild,
miner,
West.
not a under 18.
Miner.
Okay, got it. Miner.
No, she is a miner of gold.
Ooh.
From the waybacks, from the Wild West. So no, she's not under 18. She's no longer with us.
Gotcha.
But I was thinking when Debbie was talking about Barbara and the disrespect she put up with in the workplace and how we talk about girl boss and about how women are given so much shit, maybe not listened to, maybe they don't get enough, if they talk too much, then they're too much or too aggressive and, all these microaggressions. I think that, everybody, men, need to look back to the Wild West because my lady, her nicknames were Frontier Angel, the Angel of Tombstone, the Miner's Angel. In fact, almost everywhere she went, it was something Angel, Angel so-and-so.
Wow.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh.
It wasn't that business bitch. or that aggressive woman.
Right. Boss lady.
She was much respected.
Nice.
And very much looked up to and admired.
Mhm.
So
Nice.
I cannot wait to tell you more about her.
Yeah.
Her name is Ellen Nellie Cashman. She was
Sweet.
born in Ireland, so she was actually Nellie O'Cashan.
Ooh.
However, when
Very
she came to the United States, of course,
Yeah.
it became Nellie Cashman.
Right.
Yeah.
Cash woman.
Americanized.
Right.
Right.
And you know what? They should have pushed for that because she came to the United States, to Boston, with her mother, Frances, and her sister, Fanny.
Oh, a Francis and a
yeah.
Fanny. Nice.
Yep. She was born in Ireland in 1845, so right during the famine.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not
Gotta-
fun times over
Right.
there.
Not a potato to be seen.
No.
Yeah.
Shortly after her sister was born, and then about 5 years after she was born, her father passed away.
Oh.
And so that is why the three of them made their way over to Boston.
Sweet.
When they arrived in Boston, it was about the time that the Civil War started.
Oh, that's
So all
great.
around wonderful timing for Nellie.
Welcome.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
Upon arriving in Boston, Nellie found employment. Pretty sure she was, very early teens
Right. Yeah.
at that point.
An
Maybe not
Irish
even
lass.
double digits. Well, I
Uh,
think she had to be double digits by then, but no, we didn't have child labor laws, so
Still a youngin'. Yeah.
she
Yeah.
got a job at a hotel, and in fact, eventually was able to work as an elevator operator,
Ooh.
which
Ooh.
normally was a job for a fella.
Right.
To say they weren't worried about going up and down, hurting her ovaries.
Right. What would happen to
Shocking,
that uterus,
right?
though?
Shocking.
Fall out.
Right.
Maybe that's what happened to you, Bonnie, when you were choking. Your
Nope.
uterus got up in
Your
your way.
uterus was up in there.
Oh,
Mhm.
Yeah.
It was just floating around.
that Roman
Yeah.
uterus. Yep.
Mhm. Gets you every
Roaming
time.
uterus.
Yeah.
Diagnosed. You heard it here first.
Not a real
Side
doctor.
note, listen to previous podcast if you didn't hear it.
Right. Exactly. Yes.
One of the things that's really fun about Nellie is she is kind of a figure from the Wild West.
Mhm.
So I think there's so much truth in what I have learned about her, but I think there's a few. And so it is said that while her time being an elevator operator, that she overheard some secrets about plans for what the Confederate Army was going to do. And she took that information to the Union Army and saved the day.
Ooh.
Another tale was that, this one seems to be told a little more often. I don't know if we're going to say that means it's more legit.
It means
But
it's told more often. Yeah, yeah.
told more often, right?
It's not legit, and it's a better story.
Mhm.
It is a really good story. It was that she had Ulysses S. Grant in her elevator.
Oh.
And he told her that she should go west because the West needs people like you.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
Which
Sure.
it's a perfect tale because then
That's what she did.
Nellie went west.
Right. Exactly. Ties right into her story, therefore it must be true.
Don't you love it?
I mean, I love good Wild West stories, so it's
Yep.
it's fun.
So Nellie took Frances and Fanny and left and went out to San Francisco in California.
Sweet.
Oh, she went all the way west.
She went west, as
Sweet.
westerly as you can. But Nellie's not really a San Francisco kind of gal.
Right, especially San Francisco at that time. Oof.
Right?
Yeah.
Very different.
Right. So I think imagine they were there for a half a minute because Fanny found a husband.
Oh, okay. There you go.
Ah.
And she stayed in San Francisco, but Nellie and her mom, Frances, they moved to Nevada
Okay.
because Nellie was inspired to look for gold. So
Ooh.
they went to a mining camp in Nevada, and this was in 1872. She was 27 by then, and that's when her career as a businesswoman began.
Nice.
There, she opened her first boarding house and started learning from the men who are mining how you mine for gold.
Okay.
And started working alongside them. And then even since, can you imagine they weren't real keen on women miners?
Mm-hmm.
So when she couldn't get permission to mine, or if there were areas she wasn't allowed to mine, she would invest in the men. So then, she would have stakes and also could kind of pay into it.
Get a percentage of what they found, but if she couldn't necessarily be there. Okay. Yeah, I got it.
Correct. And this kind of pattern is something she continued in various places for many years, either mining herself or investing in other people who were mining.
Yeah.
So as she got to know people there, and kind of the gold rush died in Nevada, she and her friends decided that they would move along and they would either go to Canada or South Africa.
Oh.
And they decided, this was 1874.
Okay.
In Nevada. They decided that they'd just flip a coin to
Those
decide.
Are two way different places and far. Okay. All right. Yeah, flip a coin. Yeah. Yep. Adventure.
So they went to Canada.
Okay.
The coin flip said Canada.
Oh, Canada.
At this point, Frances must not have been loving her life on the frontier, digging for gold, running a boarding house. So she went to San Francisco to live with Fanny and her family.
Right, there you go. Be like, thanks,
Nellie
I'm out.
set off for Canada.
Nice.
And opened up a boarding house and a restaurant.
Yeah.
And continued to, be a successful businesswoman, work on finding gold. And at that time, she was also, finally being successful enough that she raised enough money that she wanted to invest in opening a hospital that would be run by nuns in that area.
Oh.
So she had saved up this good deal of money, and she was going to deliver it to the nuns so they could open the hospital, which would become, well, dang it, I guess I didn't write down the name of the hospital. Nathalie was born in Ireland, Catholic.
Right.
So it's a Catholic hospital run by nuns in Victoria, British Columbia.
Oh, okay. So, all right, gotcha.
I'm sure it was named after a saint.
Probably.
We'll let Debbie pick one.
Probably.
Yes, there
Debbie
you go.
knows her saints.
I am so not Catholic.
You knew a saint. I was fooled.
I did. Saint, I don't know, Saint Elizabeth.
There you
she
go.
wasn't even a saint then.
She saved up money for Saint Elizabeth.
There you go.
However, when she was on her way to give the money to the nuns, she heard about some men. She heard it was 26 men who were stranded in the mountains, miners, because of a big snow, and that they had scurvy, and they couldn't get back. They were snowed in, they were stranded, they were getting scurvy.
Okay.
And she decided that she had to go help them and save them.
She had a little Supergirl moment?
Yeah. So she hired 6 men.
Okay.
And got 1,500 pounds of supplies.
Okay.
Wow.
And this is the Cassiar Mountain is where they were, that region.
Okay.
And so the snow was too deep for dogs, so they had to use snowshoes and walk it there.
Okay.
The Canadian Mounties or Army, whatever, they wouldn't do it, said it was too dangerous, but then they heard she was going out. And they were sent to go get her and tell her to come back because it was too dangerous. Right. So they caught up with her and told her she had to come back. Now, this is a tall tale that is true. It was like the army was involved. It was like covered, there's like documentation type things of this.
Right.
So she sat down for tea with them and said, thank you for coming, but no, I will not be coming back. I'm going to take these supplies to these men and help them out.
Wow.
It took her 70 days to reach these men on foot with the supplies.
Oofa.
When she got there, it wasn't 26 men. It was over 70 men who were stranded.
Oh.
Goodness gracious.
Wow.
However, she was able to save about 72 of them.
Oh, okay.
So I think it was like about 75, and she was able to save 72 of them.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah. Cool. So several of them also, after she saved them, donated to the fund to start the hospital.
Yeah.
And later, when they got back home, when everything started to thaw out, she, took care of her businesses, all of that, took the money to the nuns, and then decided it was time for her to move on.
There you go.
And
she
that's
did
how
what she needed to do there.
And that's how she got her nickname, the Miner's Angel.
Oh, that makes sense.
Well, makes sense.
Yeah, that is a big tale that she is famous for.
Aww.
Well, not tale, but story.
Yes, exactly. I love that.
One quote by her is, "Work as hard as you can, make as much money as you can, share what you have with the desperate, and get the hell out of Dodge when the money dries up."
I like it. Yep, there you go. Perfect.
So when she left Canada, she stopped in San Francisco for a little bit and visited with her family.
Yeah.
But then she decided it was time for her to move on, and she left and went to Tombstone, Arizona.
Ooh, where the famous movie was. Sorry, I'm just kidding. Go ahead.
Where the great pizza comes from.
Yes, you're right.
My head the whole time. What do you want on your tombstone?
So she ended up in Tombstone around the same time the Earp brothers were there.
See the famous documentary starring Val Kilmer.
She's in a few of
the iterations of the Wyatt Earp, and very nice.
So she was the first female business owner.
Oh, she's the Sharon Stone in the movie, isn't she? Anyway, so go ahead.
Okay, she might be.
Okay, all right, yeah.
I think on Wikipedia it says like where she made like some what movies she was in,
what she was depicted in,
what she was depicted in. So maybe that was a different article I saw, but
me and my silly movie knowledge. It's very
I know.
ridiculous.
I'm sure you're right.
I'm sure I'm not. But it's 1991, 93 knowledge, so there's a chance.
That must have been another article I read that said that. But when she was in Tombstone, she opened several businesses. She did her boarding house, a restaurant, but she also opened like a little store. And it sold kind of a weird assortment of things. I didn't write down everything, but I saw another article that mentioned she might have been selling something that was her sister's husband produced or made.
Okay.
I know she sold shoes. I think cigars.
Right.
Trying to remember, like, just a very odd assortment of little things. Maybe in the time, like, everybody wanted to go to like a shoe, cigar.
It was probably more like a general store.
Yeah, I think it was, but it was like they listed like 5 very specific things. I was like, well, when I want those 5 things,
right, I know where to go. True.
There's one story from that time period that there was a customer in her restaurant that complained about her cooking, about her food, that it wasn't good, and Doc Holliday was eating there and drew his gun and said, "Do you want to repeat that?"
See?
Oh.
Very nice. Exactly.
Well, one of my other favorite quotes that I saw by her was about why she didn't marry. When she was asked why she didn't marry, she said, "Why, child, I haven't had time for marriage. Men are a nuisance anyhow, now aren't they? They're just little boys grown up."
Yeah. Right?
Not wrong.
Exactly. Yeah, I can't really dispute that too much.
Yeah.
She tried to set up a business in the town of Bisbee, but that town hadn't taken off enough, so that didn't work out. However, she was there around the time of the Bisbee Massacre, which is a story from the Wild West that's quite popular.
Okay.
It was said during that time that, of course, hangings were the people that conducted the massacre were caught and going to be hung, which was big entertainment during those days.
Right.
And somebody was building like a grandstand so they could charge tickets to watch from the grandstand. And she was very offended by that.
Yeah.
So she convinced her friends who were minors to go and tear down the grandstand right before the hanging.
Yeah.
So they couldn't profit off the death of these men.
Good girl.
Mm-hmm. Around this time, also her sister's husband passed away. So her sister and mother and her sister's 4 kids came to live with her.
Wow.
And then shortly after that, her sister got TB, tuberculosis.
No.
And so she spent some time helping her sister regain her health. During this time in the era of Tombstone, she helped establish church. I started to say churches, but I know she donated to churches.
Right.
But she helped nuns establish hospitals, because nuns and hospitals, nuns, just all everywhere.
Exactly.
Although, ironically enough, there was another story that I don't know if it was Tombstone or somewhere else in Arizona. Is Tombstone in Arizona? I don't know. Somewhere in the West.
Yeah.
Their territory's
so.
anyway.
Yeah. Right.
There was like an illness sweeping through the town, and her and like the local prostitute nursed everybody back to health together.
Oh, nice. They became the caretakers of the town. Yes. Exactly.
Yeah. But she took care of her sister and her sister's health, got her back up on her feet, and they worked together on Nellie's empire.
I like it.
Yeah. But then her sister, after a few years, her health took a turn for the worse again, and she passed away. And that left Nellie with all 4 of her children and Frances, her elderly mother.
Right.
So she's running her empire, setting up new businesses all around the West, and taking care of 4 children and her mom.
Wow.
Ouch. Talk about the unpaid labor of her life. Yeah.
But she did a pretty good job. I know, like, from what I was reading, the kids did go sometimes to like boarding schools away. I think they also spent some time with her, but a lot of them named children after her. One of them came with her for a while on some of her adventures.
There you go.
But it seems
she
like
made
they
it work,
remained
right?
semi-close, yeah.
Yeah, nice.
But the money must have been drying up around Tombstone, because she decided to make her way back up to Canada and went to Klondike and opened a restaurant and started mining for gold in Dawson in Canada.
Wow.
When she got tired there, she said, well, time to move on to Alaska.
Oh my God. She chose a hard place after a hard place after a hard place. Oh my goodness.
You know it. And by then she'd, I think, raised up all the kids. I'm assuming her mom had passed.
Right.
We're getting into like, probably she's in her mid 50s, or getting a bit older.
Yeah.
So she opened a grocery store in Fairbanks. Sweet. And I saw somewhere it said she made a fortune, which I can imagine in Alaska, if you're one of the first setting up a store, a boarding house, you could probably corner the market there, right?
Right.
Yeah, I'd say so.
But I mean, she must have been getting a little bored again, or
got the itch
again, because she decided she should just go to the Arctic. She should just keep going north in Alaska.
Why not?
Yep. So she moved to Koyukuk County.
Yeah, there's a county?
Or country.
That makes more sense.
Country, yeah.
Whoa.
It would later become the gates of the Arctic National Park.
Of course.
I got that information from the national park. I read, they have an article on her. Yeah, so you're like, she was hanging out at the gates of the Arctic National Park at this point.
She was one of 5 people.
Yeah, up there. making a boarding house, mining for gold.
Oh my gosh.
At that point, I think she was like investing in people.
Sure.
Because I might have. I
She
should
had
have
like an
maybe said
expedition
maybe
or
she's more
something?
like in her 60s when she was in Alaska.
Okay.
Because no, she was just up there starting stuff, living her life.
Panning for gold, invested in houses.
Wow.
And I guess like some of the years she would go hang out with her family in San Francisco. I think like some of the kids ended up there again, or Seattle or something.
Wow.
But she was also looking for investors. So I think she could start like a bigger mining company around there. So they talked about she decided she needed to travel to Anchorage to find investors.
Sure.
So she left her home near the Arctic National Park and traveled by dog sled team by herself when she was 77 years old.
Wow.
So that trip's about 450 to 500 miles and takes about a month.
By dog.
Crazy.
By dog sled.
I mean, I know that Bonnie would have the time of her life. However,
we would get nowhere because I would be petting the puppies.
Correct. Yeah. That's fair. That's fair. Oh, wow.
But previous to the dog team sled, but also when she was up the north, because she was in Nolan Creek area, she became the first woman to vote in Alaska.
Nice.
Was she the only woman in Alaska? I'm just kidding. She was not.
She might have been. No. She voted to formally make Alaska a territory of the United States.
Yay!
They don't know if she knew that it wasn't legal yet for her to vote.
Sure.
It was technically still illegal. However, once Alaska became a territory, Congress did approve in 1913 that non-native women had the right to vote in Alaska. So I'm sure she also voted legally at some point.
Sure.
In Alaska. Mm-hmm. So finally, by 1925,
right,
she was starting to slow down a little bit.
I'm like, what is going to kill this woman? Yeah, okay.
Yeah. At 80 years old, she's starting to not feel so well.
No way.
She went to, she went back to the States and realized that she had pneumonia. And it was kind of nearing the end. So she asked to go to Victoria, British Columbia, to the hospital she originally started there, where she got the money for the nuns back when she saved all the men there. And so that's where she was on January 4th, 1925, when she passed away at 80.
Wow.
When she passed away, she was a big enough and well-known person due to all of her businesses she started and all of her donating and support. And, just the amount of people she'd known, that it was published, her obituary, in all kinds of mining towns across the West. But it was also published in big cities like New York and Chicago and Los Angeles.
Wow.
So, yeah.
Nice. Look at that. And I think it's kind of something that's bittersweet about, passing on in a hospital that you helped fund and have an existence. Like, I mean, of all the places besides your own home to pass away, that's kind of serendipitous a little bit. I'm gonna build this hospital because I want to. Oops, I need it when I'm 80.
Yeah.
Neat.
So she does have a few different things that have been done to honor her.
Mm-hmm.
She, in 1982, the Puget Sound-based women's business owners established the Nellie Cashman Award, or the Nellie, which is now known as the Women's Business Owners of the Year Award.
Oh, the Nellie.
The Nellie. In 1984, she was inducted into the Arizona Women's Hall of Fame.
Sweet.
In 1994, she was featured on the United States postage stamp, part of the Legends of the West series.
Okay, all right.
I
wasn't stamp collecting in 1994, and now I'm sad at myself.
In March 2006, Nellie was inducted into the Alaska Mining Hall of Fame.
There's a mining Hall of Fame. I love that. Yes.
In June 2014, a monument in Nellie's honor was erected near her home in County Cork, Ireland.
Oh, Look at that.
Nice.
County Cork. That's very near our friend Jackie, friend of the show.
Nice.
Yeah.
We'll have to ask if she knows anything about Nellie.
Exactly. Or next time she's in County Cork, be like, can you take a picture of said statue?
Yeah.
You would.
That'd be fantastic. Sweet.
So that's Nellie,
I love Nellie.
the angel from the Wild West.
The minor angel. The angel of the miners.
Yes,
Yeah.
the Miners Angel, the Frontier
Miners Angel, there we
Angel, the Angel of Tombstone.
Yeah.
Some of these are
just an
not as
angel.
comical as others. Yeah, just an
I
angel.
know,
Yes,
just an
exactly.
angel.
Angel of the morning. Sorry, I'll start singing a
Yeah.
different song.
I like that song. I mean, I still feel like
Yes.
Angel could end up kind of condescending, but
Okay, yeah.
I still feel like it's really awesome that it sounds like she was given a lot of respect for her
Yes.
Yeah.
smarts, her ability, her drive. You know, she definitely
Yeah.
could get shit done,
hmm
Yeah.
I like that. And people honored her because of it.
right?
Yeah.
It's like trying to tear her down. It's
Mhm.
unfortunate.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, it might pay off being like, let's say, one of the only general stores in the town. Be like, you don't have to eat.
Right?
You don't have
That's
to
the
purchase
setup we
new
need.
shoes from me. I mean, I'm sorry, but who else around town?
Yeah.
You want
Right?
oranges?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You don't like having scurvy?
Right? Quick start. But, with power comes responsibility. And it sounds
Yeah,
like she was
and she
businesswoman getting
was
things
an
done.
angel.
Yeah.
Exactly. That is fantastic. Loved
Very
learning
cool.
about her. Fabulous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think my
She's
cat
fun.
did too. So I don't know if you hear my cat screaming for who knows what reason.
Oh,
I think
that
she's
is
just in
keeping
in
you
love
up
with
so
Nellie.
late.
Yeah, there you go.
Aw.
Yeah, sure. The cat.
She's like, call me Nellie from now on.
Is she screaming under the crack of the door?
No, the door has to be left open because her food is in here.
Oh.
So there's a little crack in the door so she can come in and go out anytime she wants. Or just scream about it. It's fine. It's Ruth Bader Ginsburg. She's going to do what she's going to dissent. That's just what she's
Yeah.
doing.
Oh yeah.
Does she have fancy collars?
No, she dissents against her collars and rips them off.
Oh, well, that's unfortunate.
She does have she's a black cat, but she has two little white hairs, which we say is kind of like her dissent collar. It's kind of like
Oh,
the little
okay.
pearls that RBG would wear with the lace. So
That'll
she's
work.
got two little ones. That's close enough. But with the pearls we got her, did not last long.
The pearls. The purs. Oh, I
Exactly.
can't do it. I
The
can't do it.
purrs.
Yeah.
3 years of Spanish. I can roll R's.
I took French
Very
because I
nice.
cannot roll my R's.
Right? Exactly. Yes. Beautiful. Oh my goodness. Well,
3 months of sign language. I can't do any of them.
Well,
touche.
understandable. Yes.
Oh my goodness. Well, on that note, Katie, do you want to wrap us up for the month?
Yes, I can do this.
So what? Yes, you can.
That wraps it up this month's look. What?
I know. Words get hard
can
towards
do
the
it,
end.
Katie.
Yeah.
That wraps up this month's look at financial health and security. We are off next week. Join us August 10th as we learn about women of history who found wellness in healing and mental health. Thank you for listening.
That's another woven thread into our personal and collective well-being tapestry. If you loved learning about women's history or are looking for some self-care, discover even more community and care at galsguide.org. Until next time, keep sharing women's stories.